I think this is great.
Hey, we're gonna build a 3-level quail tower.
Why?
Because we need more quail.
Oh my!
Let's go.
No!
Yes.
Ah! I'm gonna give up looking.
36 1/4 by 21
and 3/4.
and 3/4. We're gonna make 7 of these. That's 7 frames. Now we're gonna cover them with hardware cloth. Here's a couple of tips for you. After you cut out your hardware cloth to go on each layer, you can start by stapling it into one side. I built a little tool, and it's just a piece of wood with some nails through it that are bent. They're properly spaced, and they'll fit right here onto the hardware cloth. Get a clamp and pull that together, and it'll pull that screen nice and tight, because it will droop over time, so you want to get it as tight as you can when you start. The other tip is, if you don't have a brad nailer, get one. It will save you so much time. Whether it's electric or pneumatic, they just throw in the staples. I'm using 1/4 inch wide, 1/2 inch deep crown staples. Now I'm going to take 5 of the 11-inch pieces, and we're going to attach a top and a bottom. The hardware cloth is facing up in both of them, so there's one on each corner and one back here in the middle. The doors are going to be here in the front. Why did I choose 11 inches? Because I'm going to use a water like this one, and I wanted to make sure it would slide in with no problems and clearance. I'm going to attach these by lining them up and driving in some 2.5 inch screws. So we've added the posts. I also added a backstop for the doors, so when they close, they'll stop at that point. So now we've got hardware cloth. We're going to use one continuous piece and wrap it all the way around 3 sides. We're going to start by stapling one end. Then I'm going to use that pull tool I showed earlier, and I'm just going to pull it tight while she staples. Once the box was put together, then we can make the doors, and there is a 1/8 inch gap all the way around when they are installed. You could make these out of 1x2s. We did 2x2s because we like 2x2s.
And that's what we had.
And that's what we had.
Ta-da!
Now that the 3 boxes are done, we're going to do the doors. I've got the screen cut out, and she's just going to staple them in. We added the hinge hardware. I also put a pole here. So here's a little tip. When you put your door on, cut little shims. I made these 1/8 of an inch. That way when you go to close it, it doesn't stick on anything. Hits that back up there. I've got to put some closing hardware so it stays shut. I wanted to show, this is what we wanted, the French door effect. So both doors can be opened, or just one can be opened. And now you can get in there, grab anything, clean it, close it back up. For the shelf on the bottom, we cut out 3/4 inch plywood, and under that we lined it with 2x4s. So it's as big as any of the cages. We did that because this is where we're going to attach our wheels, and we wanted it nice and sturdy. We took our 4 legs and lined out where the cages would be and the spaces. Cages and spaces all the way down. Now we lay the bottom shelf on our work table and put one of our legs next to it. And there's the bottom poop tray and the cage. There'll be 2 more cages. Lining everything up to where we marked it. And make sure that it's square. I'm going to put screws through here into those 2x4s. We'll do that on the other side, then we'll flip it over. We'll do it on the top 2, and we'll have 4 legs, 3 cages, and a poop tray catcher. All the rails are on, cages, the bottom. Then I put on wheels. This makes the overall height 74 inches. That's what we chose. So this was 69 1/4. These are 4 3/4. So that brought it up to 74. Now to get it off the table, I might need some help. And here's the first look at it. There's a shelf on the bottom and 3 cages. Okay, I think we have a real final product now.
Alright, so we've got the doors. They open on both sides. Nice and easy. We've got a little clip because we always put what date and stuff that are there, what their hatch date is, their 3-week date, so we know.
That's just everything. A binder clip that's screwed up.
So we've got our light kit installed. So if anybody actually gets to laying age, that they will lay. You don't need light until they're actually laying. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's nice, especially when you're working at night.
Turn on the lights.
Okay. Now, that's nice.
Go.
And then the trays actually have a little pull tab on it to make it easier.
We noticed when we put it in, it was hard to get them out, so put a pull tab there.
And then on the back side, you can see where there's a little strip here so that the tray doesn't come all the way out the other side, and it hides the cord all the way down for the lights. So you can see how bright it really is in there too.
You like it?
I love this, so hopefully they'll get to see some quail in it.
That is on 5-inch wheels. Rolls around really well. This is an indoor tower, so it will not be outdoor.
So this it'll go in our barn. So those of you who visit us will get to see it. And it could also be in your garage because it is indoors. So you could do this for your quail that are laying you eggs.
There's a cut list and a materials list in the comments. So go down and visit that.
I think this is great.
On the easy to hard scale, this would probably be on the hard side. There's a lot of work involved, but yeah, it's very doable. If we can do it, you can do it.
And most of everything that's on here on the hardware is all recycled hardware from some other cage that previously is gone, which is why our hinges don't match.
Well, we'll get this into place and get some quail in there.